Hey Falcons fans! If you want to stay up to date with all the news, updates and developments about our team, you're in the right place. Here, you'll find everything about the Atlanta Falcons, with content made especially for our fans. So, don't waste any more time. Subscribe to the channel right now and activate the bell to receive all notifications firsthand. And, of course, leave your like to strengthen our incredible community of Falcons fans. Get ready, because we're bringing you hot and exclusive news. Now, let's get to today's news. Falcons urged to target rival edge rusher, former number 2 pick. It seemed like a foregone conclusion that edge rusher Chase Young would join the Atlanta Falcons. Halfway through the 2019 season, the Falcons were 1-7 with just 7 sacks. The matchup seemed too perfect for a team poised to pick at the top of the draft board. But the Falcons won 6 of their last 8 games in 2019, which dropped them to the number 16 pick in the first round. Young went number 2 to the then Washington Redskins. But CBS Sports' Jordan Dajani argued on January 30th that the Falcons could remedy Young's failure to make it to Atlanta in the 2020 NFL Draft. Dajani named Young the one free agent the Falcons should prioritize in 2025 NFL free agency. In his lone season with the Saints, the former Defensive Rookie of the Year recorded 5.5 sacks and a career-high 21 QB hits, Dajani wrote. Young recorded 47 hurries and 66 pressures, according to PFF, which both ranked in the top 7 among pass rushers. Young is worth a multi-year deal and shouldn't be too expensive for the Falcons. How much Young could cost will be key to whether the Falcons can sign him. According to Spotrac, Atlanta enters the 2025 offseason more than $7.5 million over the salary cap. The Falcons also have their own free agents to sign, including center Drew Dalman. If it comes down to re-signing Dalman or adding Young, even with Atlanta's huge need for an edge rusher, Dalman should be the priority. But Young would be a nice addition to a Falcons defense, which was again near the bottom in sacks last season. Atlanta picked off opposing quarterbacks 31 times, which ranked second to last in the NFL. Young was a rotational player in New Orleans, but while he was playing 63% of the Saints' defensive snaps, he put together a solid campaign. In addition to 5.5 sacks and 21 quarterback hits, he had 8 tackles for loss, 3 pass defenses, and a forced fumble. The Falcons could pair Young with Arnold Ebiketie in 2025. Ebiketie led Atlanta with 6 sacks last season. He also had 6 sacks during 2023, but that season, he played on a defense with edge rusher Bud Dupree and defensive tackle Calais Campbell. Whether it's Young, another veteran, or a first-round pick, the Falcons need another edge rusher to significantly improve their pass pressure next fall. Another edge presence should also help Ebiketie, who enters a contract season in 2025, develop. Insider names Falcons as landing spot for future Hall of Fame pass rusher. Things could be coming full circle for the Atlanta Falcons and Khalil Mack. More than a decade after the team was rumored to have a lot of interest in the pass rusher, the two sides could finally meet. Khalil Mack will be a highly sought-after free agent in March and plays a position the Falcons are in dire need of. If Terry Fontenot can manipulate the ceiling, we could see the future Pro Football Hall of Famer in red and black. ESPN source names Falcons as potential landing spot for Khalil Mack. A veteran pass rusher with Khalil Mack's pedigree would be a perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons. New-ish defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich will look to improve his unit's pass rush, and Mack seems like the perfect fit. ESPN released an article detailing the top 50 free agents this offseason. ESPN Plus required. Insider Jeremy Fowler included a brief snippet of what he's been hearing about each player. Mack's snippet specifically mentioned Atlanta and Carolina as teams that should have interest in his number 7 free agent. That would certainly be welcomed by the many fans who have waited a long time for a dominant pass rusher. Khalil Mack, who will soon turn 34, has already confirmed that he will play next season and is expected to receive another modest contract. Mack enters his 12th season ranked 32nd all-time in career sacks with 107.5. He racked up those sacks during his 4 years with the Raiders and Bears and, most recently, 3 with the Chargers. While his 2024 season only featured 6 sacks, he was coming off an incredible 17-sack year last season. He still has plenty to offer a team. He appears likely to hit the market in March, and the Falcons should be interested if they can clear some cap space. Joining the Falcons would be a full-circle moment. The team was rumored to have interest in Mack during the 2014 NFL Draft. At the time, there were reports that then GM Thomas Dimitroff was looking to trade up to land the Buffalo pass rusher. Atlanta ultimately stuck with it, taking offensive tackle Jake Matthews from Texas A&M, one pick after the Raiders drafted Mack. The Falcons are pretty happy with how that pick turned out. Perhaps we'll see the 5th and 6th picks in the 2014 NFL Draft become teammates soon.